Couch is really creaky.
And we have a book boyfriend candle that smells incredible. You can touch it. You can touch it. Don't even worry.
I'm sorry. It smells.
Just ignore it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It smells like all of your book boyfriends combined. Think of a book boyfriend. I dare you. That's what it will smell like.
So what are you reading right now?
I'm reading Dead Girls Can't Tell Secrets by Chelsea. I need to really figure out her last name. Chelsea something.
Do you want me to look it up?
Sure. But while she does that, basically it's about this girl who has to go on with her life after living with the guilt that her sister is in a coma because of her. Right. She thought that it was completely her fault when it's actually not.
Oh my gosh, there's no way I can pronounce that. No one can pronounce that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so basically it's really confusing because you don't know what's actually you really don't know what's gonna happen until the very end. Like I know it's like a book, but like
it's like a it's a book.
It's a book, but like no, it's like really this one. It's like you really don't know what's going on until the very, very, very end.
Oh, okay.
Where like you find out who did it.
Do you know who did it?
No.
Okay.
Right now the sister, the main character, her name is Savannah. She thought that she did it, but
Perfect. So what are you thinking right now that it's gonna be like a star rating?
3.
Okay. That's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's not good.
It's not that's not great.
Like I feel like I don't know. Like the plot or like the idea of it was cool, but I feel like they just aren't executing it.
Oh, that's so sad when a book does that.
Yeah.
That is tragic. Right now,
what are you reading?
Eclipse. the third book in the Twilight Saga. And
you say saga?
Saga. That's what it's.
Oh, I say saga.
Saga.
Sorry.
It's sagging. Twilight Saga. Look.
Is it actually saga?
Yeah, it's saga. I thought it was
saga.
But yeah, Eclipse. The thing is,
how is it so far?
Edward is my man. Like I don't think you understand. For those of you that have just, what are you trying to
Which
say?
Which
one's
is it? The werewolf?
Edward, no, the vampire. Have you not seen the movies?
I have, but I always thought that Edward and Jacob were the same person.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
I thought like Edward was his first name, like Jacob was his last name.
That's crazy.
Like if
no, Jacob is the werewolf, Edward is the vampire.
Taylor Lautner or Robert Pattinson?
Taylor Lautner is the werewolf. Mm-hmm. Robert Pattinson is the vampire.
I got you.
And I do agree with the casting, but I'm so okay. But that's just the point. So basically, it's very intriguing right now. It's better than the first two, even though the first two were iconic. You kind of just what I say so that I don't get bullied for reading Twilight, is that it's just like it's a rite of passage. 2, it's just like you take it for what it is. It is not at all the best writing I've ever read. Not at all the best story.
Like you know it's gonna be trashy, but that's why you like it.
Go into then you just full head first. But
it's like the movies. You watch them knowing that you're gonna laugh.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's like horrible, but it's so good. Also, another thing, the movies. I'm watching the movies after I read each book because I've never watched them before, and they're very book accurate except for the acting, mainly on Bella's part. What's her name? The actress?
Something Stewart. Kristen?
Yes, Kristen Stewart. And I don't blame her because I've seen her in other things and she's like a meh actor. Sorry. But and it's not her fault because they told her to be that way. But in the book, she's like kind of not at all that way. And like all like, you know, and they also like what's the line? You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey. That one, not in the books. The one that's like, I don't know, just a lot of, the Bella, where the heck have you been, Loca? Yeah, neither of those are in the books. It's just not nearly as cringy as it is in the movies, in the books. Like, the books are not that bad. They're also kind of iconic. And so this one's been the best one.
No, yeah, I feel like it falls under, like, not, like, by genre, but, like, by, like, culturally, like, renovating, like, the Hunger Games, and, like, Divergent and all that stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to read them.
It's A rite of passage. You have to. It's like
What?
nothing.
Oh.
But yeah, Edward is my man. That's all I have to say. And no,
Are
I
you
have
Team
another
Edward or
thing to
Team
say.
Jacob?
Team Edward. Are you freaking kidding me? No, because you're either. Also, I know all of the spoilers. I am so sorry. I know all of the spoilers.
It's okay. We forgive you.
But I'm not going to spoil anything on here, so I can't say what I was going to say. So there, you get nothing. But I will say that whenever, so like I'm always intrigued. Like I'm getting intrigued. I'll be like, okay, things are happening. And then Jacob shows up, and then it gets boring.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm getting like the lineage background story of like the werewolves and how they came to be for a good 12 pages, told by Billy, which is Jacob's father.
Mhm.
And I just can't stand it. I'm not intrigued whatsoever with that. So I'm not paying attention.
You're just
It's just gonna. I'm convinced I don't need the background to read the rest of it.
You probably don't.
I do know the people that die though.
Who dies?
I can't say.
Oh yeah.
This is no spoiler. No, but I know the people that die and it's sad. Yeah, that's what is going on in your life.
So, what do you have on your Notion?
Okay, so I have planned out this a little bit. Do we want to start with unpopular book opinions, book X, or would you rather book addition?
Let's do all three.
No, but which one do you want to start with?
Oh, book addiction.
Okay, book addiction. Okay, I spelled it wrong. Addition, whatever. Okay, so would you rather
Mhm.
have book adaptations be turned into TV shows or turned into a movie?
A movie.
For me, I feel like it depends on the book.
No.
Oh.
No, because listen, I would 100% rather watch like something like this like piece of literature that I like was obsessing over for the past like few years. I'd rather see it on the big screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather see it with a bucket of popcorn and like the
You
surround.
can do that with a TV.
I'd rather like with the surround sound just like blasting my ear, and I'd just like to see it on the big screen. Plus, like seeing anything in the movie theater is just like always so much more fun, and I love the movies. So I would 100% rather it be in a movie. And plus, I'm not someone who would just like watch TV show. Like the TV show has to be really good for me to just sit down.
Outer Banks.
Outer Banks was amazing. Outer Banks was amazing. I sat down and watched that from start to end. I did nothing else but watch Outer Banks. Outer Banks was amazing. I'm watching The Vampire Diaries right now.
I do have.
It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of a jump scare.
Literally, Damon is my man. Like, it's insane. Team Damon.
Don't even worry. We have a section for new obsessions.
Ooh.
But no, so are you not happy about A Good Girl's Guide to Murder being turned into a TV show?
No.
Really?
I would
I feel
100%
like
rather.
it's so good though, because like first book, first season, second.
Yeah, but like I don't know. It's because I feel like every time that like just think about it. Every time that books are turned into TV shows, it's always bad. Look at it.
Oh, I'm looking. No, give me an example.
One of us is lying.
I have not read that book.
Shadowhunters.
I have not read that.
I know. Listen, I know a lot of people already don't like the Shadowhunter books because they're like, oh my goodness, they're so problematic, which they are. I'm gonna admit, those are not for the week.
But it's another. You just go with it.
Yeah, they're not for the week. Like, but they were really good books, like really, really good. And then they made the movie. They didn't finish the movies, which I'm always super sad about. But then they made the show, and the show was terrible. Terrible casting.
Oh.
Super inaccurate from like the very
Dude,
first.
Jace, so ugly. I'm so sorry.
Jace is so ugly in the show.
Yeah.
And in the movie, he's literally my man. And in the book, he's my man. Literally my number one. So it's sad that they made him so ugly. Do you know that the actor that plays Jace in the show, he's in the Style music video of Taylor Swift?
No, he is not.
Yeah, he
That
is.
is tragic.
Yeah, he is.
Greasy hair and all.
Yeah.
What does he do? He's probably just like.
No, he's up close and all that.
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Anyway, that's tragic. No, but for me, it depends.
Oh.
What? Brightness turned up. No. For me, it depends on what it is. Even though, like, they did the Hunger Games.
See, no, because see, this is where I'm going. Okay.
Go.
Every time that books are turned into movies, they're so much better. Twilight, The Hunger Games. We don't talk about Divergent. Shut up.
Or The Maze Runner.
Oh, I haven't read.
You can't speak for The Maze Runner.
Exactly. But Divergent was terrible.
See, the thing is,
And it sucks
what's his
'cause
name? The guy's name?
everyone loves
That
Theo
plays the guy-
James.
Theo James.
Everyone loves
He-
Theo James.
The thing is, it was just not his look,
Mm-mm.
and it's not even that bad if you look at if he moves. Not even that bad. Like if you're watching the movie, not that bad. But you look at if I look up a picture of him,
Oh,
he
yeah.
looks like an elf or something. I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry, but Shailene Woodley, is it Shailene?
Her voice gets on my nerves.
I think it's because she's actually British. No, Theo James is British.
Yeah, she's not British. She's just annoying.
Oh.
No, it's just because like not even she's an okay actor. Like she's
Yeah.
fine. She's a good actor.
And they got so many. No, and they got the Mortal Instruments effect. Okay, because they did not finish those movies either.
Finish them. What do you mean?
They didn't finish them. Did you ever watch Allegiant?
Yeah.
It caught off on a cliffhanger.
Oh, I don't remember. I watched those.
It was-
ago.
it was-
I tried to block it from my brain.
It was so inaccurate that they left it on a random cliffhanger. And they were gonna make it was gonna be like a part 2, like Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2. They were gonna make a Part 2, right?
I'm glad they didn't.
And they didn't end up doing it. And then
No, because I just remember that the plot was so
No,
different
yeah.
from what was happening.
and it was actually the actors that agreed to they were like, we're not doing this because like Shailene Woodley, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She was like, if Triss isn't dying, like I'm not doing this. And she
they
wasn't
weren't gonna kill her.
They weren't gonna kill her. They were gonna keep
Spoiler!
her. Okay,
It's
listen.
fine.
Listen, if you haven't read those books
I'm
already, what are you
sorry.
doing? And plus, I feel like no one cares that much. Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were gonna make another movie, and then they didn't. And then
I'm kind of glad for it. We're all better off for it.
without it, we got we got peace instead.
Bro, they chose peace for us. Personally, I just think that who directed the Hunger Games movie?
Francis Lawrence,
Yes, I personally think that every single book to movie adaptation should be
just
in my
as
head.
just as good as the Hunger Games.
And oh my gosh, and ballads.
Ooh,
Crap.
Francis Lawrence, that was him.
Yeah.
That was his work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ballads was
I want
amazing.
to marry that man, but like not actually.
No,
I
yeah.
want to interview him. Like what's going on?
What went through your head? What were you drinking that night?
For real.
That went like, well, I'm gonna create the best book to movie adaptation.
No.
Yeah.
No, because that movie hit home. No, okay.
Also, sorry.
No, go ahead.
You know, like a lot of people are like, oh, you know, like Francis Lawrence, like he did an amazing job with the Hunger Games, and he did. But why does no one talk about the fact that Suzanne Collins ate with the songs that were in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes?
No, she did.
Because she wrote all of those. She wrote all those songs. So all of you people on TikTok that like haven't even read the books and are just watching like the movie because of Coriolanus Snow and how he's hot, you don't know that Suzanne Collins
don't know the half of it.
she ate down.
No, because she's a songwriter. Like, are you kidding? That's so no, she is now. Because of all the songs that she wrote.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Tell me why when I was reading it, I was like, la 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 la. Like I was trying to get the tune.
No, yeah.
I thought I had it.
You
No,
didn't.
for one of them, I don't remember which one it was, but I just remember that it was very close to what I thought it was. But I'm very happy with how many songs they ended up putting in the movie because they put close to
lot.
all of them. And I was gonna be so sad if they didn't put a lot of them. They put the important ones.
No,
That was
yeah,
what it
and
was.
low-key, I was getting so pissed.
Yeah.
Okay. I was getting so like mad when everyone on like TikTok was like, there was too many songs in the movie, as if it isn't the ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And also, if you come on, I don't know.
Haven't read the movie, so-
They haven't read the movies.
They haven't read the movie. Oh yeah, I mean, they haven't read
The books. Okay, we need to move on. This is getting too
okay,
heated.
Okay. So would you rather never read a physical book again or never read like a Kindle like digital book again? Have you ever read it?
I've never even read a Kindle,
Oh my
so
gosh.
I'd never read a Kindle.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, probably me too. Even though I haven't gotten into my Kindle books, I swear I read so much faster.
Because that's what a lot of people say. It's like, oh, you read faster, but it's like easier, it's more comfortable. But like, come on, like you would rather just have like a little tablet than like have like all these books.
I just don't want to hold like a big book. But I couldn't go without holding a book again, so it's
But
just that.
like you would rather just have like a Kindle than have like all this on your shelf and have like that physical, like just that physical sentimental piece of
Yeah.
paper and dead trees. Like no, sorry.
No. Would you rather read a water damaged book or a book that has its pages like falling out of it?
Water damage.
Yeah.
Because if the pages are falling out, then you're just
And
like
then people are
flipping.
like, oh, you can just put it back in.
No, yeah, no.
I couldn't.
You're done. If the pages are falling out, just throw away the book, buy a new one.
That's so sad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I can't.
If they're falling out,
Damn it.
like, I mean, you could, but, like, don't.
That's so, like, what's his face from Toy Story? Core?
Sid?
Yeah. He would.
He did.
I haven't seen Toy Story forever.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna, like, leave it. I thought you were just gonna leave it at that. Like, oh, I just haven't seen Toy Story. I'm like, what? No, I love Toy Story.
Period. Would you rather the main character or the love interest dies?
Depends on the main character. Depends
No,
on the
it's
love.
main character for me every single time.
Okay, but it depends on who the main character is.
I would
'Cause if
rather
it's-
Katniss than Peeta die.
Okay, but because listen. If it's a main character, for example, like Triss and then 4, then no, kill off Triss like you did. Kill off the main character. But if there was something like, give me a random book.
Exactly. You don't know. That's the thing. You can't come up with one. Like in
Shatter
every
me.
single book, I would rather Evangeline die than Jax die.
It's just because you like the men more. Because you're in love with them.
Okay, but
Okay, listen. I didn't mean it in like a way like no. I just genuinely mean, is it just because like you like fall in
I don't
love with
know.
the men more?
I don't know.
Because like if I really were to like put it like, for example, like we're going back to the Mortal Instruments, like I don't know if I'd rather want Clary or Jace to die.
You said Shatter Me. You would rather
Okay,
Warner die
no.
than
Exactly. But I wouldn't want Juliet to die because I feel like if Juliet, oh sorry, I thought it was a spoiler. It's not. I wouldn't want Juliet to die because I feel like if Juliet were to die, then Aaron were to die too.
Now this is to say that we're not telling you who's dead. Because this is not a spoiler, you guys.
This is just a what if.
This is what if.
I was watching
yeah.
What If this morning and it was hitting. I'm sorry. I just had to say that.
Wait, so what's your answer? Would you rather the main character die or the love interest die?
Well, so I usually always fall in love with the love interest, so I'd say the main character. I don't think there's main character. Sorry.
Would you rather buy each book of a series at separate times or all at once? Like go to Barnes & Noble and like say you get the whole Hunger Games series, or like get the first one and come back.
Separate times because I don't know if I'm gonna like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, for example, it's like the Inheritance games where I just bought the first book. So like, what if I hated it?
Yeah.
Then I had to read the other
Did
books.
you hate it though?
No.
Guys, she didn't hate it.
And then you ended up buying me the other two, which I feel bad.
Before you even finished the first one though, so you could have hated it.
No, but I didn't. It was
Okay,
amazing.
good.
Answers.
Would you rather a book have half covers or have it not be fluffy? Like you know what a half cover is?
Like Six of Crows. You know how Six of Crows has that?
Yes.
Wait, what was the question?
Would you rather have it be like not floppy, so like stiff? I don't know if that is. Or half cover, so like
I don't really care if a book is floppy or not, personally. But I do really get mad when the cover isn't full. It's like the seven
I don't get mad.
The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Six of Crows, they have that problem.
I don't mind it.
Like, please, just make the full
That's
cover.
your
No one
Six of
cares.
Crows. Mine doesn't have.
Oh, really?
No, but I
Sad,
don't
sad.
care about that. Would you rather only ever be able to read Enemies to Lovers or only ever be able to read Friends to Lovers?
Only ever be able to read Enemies to Lovers.
Yeah.
Friends to okay.
I'm so glad you said that. No, because people are saying that they would rather read Friends to Lovers because Enemies to Lovers is just like a repeat.
When that's literally Friends to Lovers. Listen, Friends to Lovers is always the most annoying thing ever. It's like it follows that same pattern of like The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's always the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's always like the childhood best friend that like he's always had a crush on her for like the longest time, but she hasn't. And then like it's like
The Summer I Turned Pretty, she has a crush on him. Well, both of them. That's a love triangle. We're
okay.
not counting that. Let's just...
whatever. But I feel like Friends to Lovers is always like so boring. You know? Because it's always just like a classic romance. While Enemies to Lovers is like, listen.
Oh my gosh, it fell down. That's whatever.
Sorry. Oh my goodness, everything's gonna fall. Sorry. Listen.
I'm listening.
I would rather read. Like when it comes to the questions, like, oh, would you rather read like Enemies to Lovers or like Friends to Lovers? I feel like Enemies to Lovers only in fantasy though, because Enemies to Lovers in like classic romance is so boring.
It's not.
It just doesn't hit.
No, because it's not even Enemies to Lovers. Like, are you talking about in like a rom-com?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not Enemies to Lovers. I'm sick of people calling it Enemies to Lovers. Let's stop.
Like literally, it'll be like a childhood nemesis because like he won the award and you didn't.
Maybe it's like it's like annoyed with each other to lovers. Like, be so for real.
No,
like,
'cause, like
you're not from warring kingdoms or like.
no, because literally it'll be like any celebrity. It's like the guy was like such a butthole in the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
He's been my enemy ever since. But then, oops, we have to work together. He's my coworker.
Literally, just don't go to jail.
Literally, I don't know. It's so
Like,
boring.
I'm sorry. Can you tell them we don't really like rom-coms?
Can you tell that we don't really like classic romance? We love fantasy, guys.
So would you rather never read another thriller / murder mystery again, or never read another fantasy again?
Dang, that's hard. That's hard. Because listen, probably never read a thriller.
Yeah.
Because really it depends on the thriller. Because if it's like a thriller, like
kind of wholeheartedly for me never read another thriller again. Like, I like thrillers and I like murder mysteries, but like they're not.
Because,
my
like,
fave.
but then it's
And
like-
I couldn't go without fantasy. That's the thing.
yeah, but then like I remember thrillers and like murder mysteries, like A Good Get Murder and like 5 Survive. It like
Yeah.
I can't let those go.
I never gave 5 Survive a rating.
Wow, I give that a 5-star.
I can't think about it. Like, I don't know, something in my brain. I don't know.
That was a 5-star for me. Read 5 Survive. You should. It's amazing. But at the same time, it's like I can't go without fantasy either because there's so many characters and it's just like no. I think never read another thriller. Like I think I'd be better off.
Would you rather read a miscommunication trope or a pregnancy trope?
Miscommunication. I feel like half the books we read anyway are like miscommunication. I'm just kidding. We're not those type of people.
No, but like the thing is, spoiler but not spoiler, just get over it. Breaking Dawn is a pregnancy trope. She gets.
Well, I know that, but like
I mean, that's what if she's pregnant, I'm having it.
because I feel like pregnancy trope is where it's like the only reason they get together is because it was like a one-night stand, but then she ended up pregnant.
Oh, I'm just counting pregnancy trope as like whenever they're pregnant. Because it just
No.
pisses me off. I just don't like kids in books.
No, because listen, I like kids when it's like the epilogue or if it's planned. Because like,
Or if they're like, let's have a child.
that's what plan means.
Yeah.
No, because like in Mockingjay in the book,
Oh my
The
gosh,
epilogue-
their kids are so cute.
the epilogue they have kids. Like okay, whatever, they're finally free, they're happy, whatever. But then it's like pregnancy where like one like they're at the club, one night stand, and then she ends up pregnant. So then they have to be together. You know, it's like he has to raise a kid. And then they end up just like falling in love by chance, like by fate.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, I'd rather read miscommunication.
Would you rather a book have a really good first half and then a bad second half, or vice versa?
I don't know.
I would rather it have a really good second half. Oh my God.
I feel like I feel like vice versa for me.
Because you're wrong. Let me tell you why you're wrong. No, because like then if you like you're like, oh, this is so good, and then it just like goes downhill, then your star rating is like lower than if it were to be like, oh, I don't really know. Oh my gosh, this is so good. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, if it starts off bad, then I'm not gonna want to finish it. So like, I probably won't even get to the ending. That's good.
Okay.
I don't know. That's hard. I feel like just make a good book.
No, for
Make a good
real, that's so
book.
sad. Would you rather have your favorite series be discontinued, or your favorite author stop writing books?
Favorite author stop writing books.
Who's your favorite author?
Sorry. I don't know. I don't want to say it because
Holly, what's her face?
Holly Jackson.
Holly Jackson.
She is one of them.
Okay.
She's not my
Cassandra
favorite.
Clare.
I think so.
Oh.
Listen, once she wrote
Your
she-
babies.
what?
Be for real, it's your babies. I know it's your children.
Say
Those
it
books
like-
are your children.
Don't say it like that.
No, those books are your children.
They are. But like she wrote Jace. What was his last name? He had like okay, listen. I'm not saying because like I didn't read the book. He just had like 8 last names.
Oh, okay.
What last name did he end up with? Herondale? Yeah. She also wrote Will Herondale, which I haven't even read about him yet. I haven't even read the Inferno Device. I just know that he's my man already.
Oh,
So yeah, I'd probably say her. But again, she's a really problematic author. Literally go on Goodreads, go to any of her books. They're all like, she needs to stop writing Shadowhunter books. Like,
but y'all keep rating them, so you can't
Real.
even say anything.
she needs to be put in jail. It says- yeah, probably Cassandra Clare.
Okay. Wait. Okay. So what was the question?
Or whoa,
Would you?
I'm really liking Jennifer Lynn Barnes. She
Okay,
wrote
per.
Nash.
Okay. Per.
Okay. Anyways, who's your favorite author?
No, but hold up.
Oh.
Because we never even answered the question.
What
Would
was
you
the
rather
question?
have your favorite series
No,
or
I answered the
discontinued?
question.
So you'd rather...
I'd rather have my author. I'd rather have.
gone.
I'd rather have my favorite author stop writing books. Cause like say like midway, like for example, like who like for example, I almost said that.
POV, you read the first Hunger Games. No, you read the second Hunger Games book.
You
and
read
they're like,
Catching Fire.
discontinued.
Like literally, I don't even. I feel like everyone has seen the movies by now, right? And if you haven't, sorry. Because literally the ending of Catching Fire is like, Katniss, there's no more District 12. Imagine not knowing what happens after that.
I read that in a car.
I grabbed
No,
myself.
I read that. We were all in a car.
Mhm.
We were sitting in a parking lot, just like sitting there. Oh my gosh. Also, I read the whole series in a week in Hawaii,
Mhm.
which was like kind of like that's like the vibes of Catching Fire, Hawaii. You know,
They-
what I mean?
did you
That's where
know-
they filmed it.
That's where they filmed it.
But it's like so. The vibes were there,
Mhm.
but I was like on Catching Fire, and I did not have Mockingjay with me. And I just couldn't stop reading it. And so I read the last page in the car, and I've never. No, okay, that's a lie. I've cried. That's one of the times that I've cried the hardest in my life. That and The Ballad of Never After, up there somewhere. I've never cried harder than I've cried with those two books. And so it was just like absolutely traumatic. And then I didn't have the second book, and I cried all the way to our Airbnb. And then when we finally got there.
You cried at the end of Catching Fire?
Yes? Are you. Be for real with me right now.
I am. No, because listen, wait.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Because yeah, like imagine like because back to the question, like would you rather like have your favorite series discontinued or your favorite author stop writing books? Imagine you're in the middle of reading like the best book ever. Like think of a book that had the worst cliff, like worst as in was like
The Ballad of Never After was the worst cliffhanger I've ever read in my life.
yeah, but like we say worst as in like it
I was
like,
left
gut wrenching and like hollow. You were left
No,
hollow.
yes.
But,
I
like not bad as in like it
literally-
was like oh it was mid.
Oh no, bad as in like it was the worst cliffhanger ever. Like we had to wait I had to wait 5 months to find out what was gonna happen. Yeah, that hurts. Yeah. So we both have.
Favorite author stop
Yeah.
writing books.
Yeah.
It's like at least I have some of the books.
What
that
even
they
is
like.
my favorite author?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Suzanne Collins is a.
I guess she's an
She's
honorable
a real
mention.
one. She's a real one.
She has to be an honorable mention.
Lee Bardugo's brilliant. The Chair. I'm so sorry. No, and then I would
All the
see-
Chair, we
what's her
promise.
name? Kristen Cashore or something. Whoever wrote the Graceling series. I would say her, but I won't because the first book's a 5-star. The second one, Bitter Blue, 2-star.
Guys, hold on. The chair is making a lot of noise. Like we
Yeah. Would you rather fall in love like in real life with your enemy or your friend?
okay, like in reality,
Mm.
Loki, I'd rather fall in love with my friend
Okay.
rather than an enemy. Because if it's my enemy, like I hate you.
See, but then like
And then I have no real enemies. I have no real enemies.
It's just like everyone is my friend.
No, not everyone is my friend. But I mean, like,
No, because I'm over here trashing Friends for Lovers. Like, I don't like reading it. I'm so sorry. I'm over here trashing it, aka Shadow and Bone. I hate
but if
Shadow
I would,
and Bone.
if I were to experience it, like,
But I'm
how
over
would you
here
feel?
trashing. But then, like, I don't know if I want to like fall in love with my enemy. 'Cause I
See?
feel like I'm too stubborn to like fall in love with my enemy.
Exactly. No, because I feel like
Like, no matter what, they're obviously my enemy for a reason.
exactly, and
I wouldn't. Sorry.
well, let me think. Who are my enemies?
No, but just like hypothetically, you
Who
don't
am I-
have
who
to
am
have like you don't have to have one in
No,
mind.
like I want to think about it.
Oh, okay.
Because like, who are my enemies? I don't. It's 'cause I don't have any enemies. Like really, like I hate some people, but like they're not enough. Like they're my enemy.
No, but just like hypothetically, if you had an enemy, you know what I mean?
I mean, the closest I've ever had to having an enemy is like probably science of this year. Like I've been really close to getting some enemies, guys.
That's rough.
Science or history?
Or me. We actually
hate each other.
we're like leaning so far away from each other right now.
Real. No.
No, it's because we're actually sat so close. No, because we're actually like sat so close together right now. So in order to like turn to each other to talk to each other, we have to be like, "Hey, okay, moving on.
Mhm.
Would you rather only ever read series or standalones?"
I'll never read.
I'm gonna say series.
I feel like series because you get more attached to those characters. You get more like development.
Hmm.
But don't make it too long.
No,
I'm so sorry.
no, like a good trilogy.
yeah, no, because like if you're Tahara Mafi, please, like
Tahara Mafi, I'm gonna be so for real with
She's
y'all right
an
now. I
amazing
stopped.
author.
I'm gonna finish the Shadow Me series eventually, but I did stop after Ignite Me.
Listen, you
because
could stop
that
after
was the
Ignite
original
Me.
trilogy. You could stop after Ignite Me. I am pleased.
Yeah, you're happy.
I am
You don't get
pleased.
any of the trauma that I endured.
No, but I am so pleased right now. But I'm gonna end up reading the rest of the series.
Restore Me was wild.
One for her. Two, because two, because Kenji's my man, and I need to read him with Nazira.
Nazira, I love Nazira.
Because
She's
also
my-
the
she's my
hype on
woman.
her, and I want to know her.
She's my woman. I'm sorry.
So I want to know her.
Yeah, and Erin,
Yeah,
you
I'm
need to get a machete scene, babe. Come on.
the machete. No, I need to know what you're talking about, and I will eventually one day.
I'll have to show you the print.
Probably not soon. I don't know.
Yeah, Restore Me's really far on.
No. Those books are just books that we're looking at my TBR shelf over here, but that's basically those are the books that like wouldn't fit on there, and then I had room over there, so they're just random. But okay. So what was your final answer? Mine was I would rather read series. Yours was series, right?
rather read series. Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather?
Yeah, not like Tahara Mafi. 11 freaking books. 11. I
She
count.
needs to breathe.
Real.
Like. Mm-mm. Okay.
Yeah, moving on.
Would you rather never get in a reading slump ever again, or be able to cast the movie adaptation of your favorite book?
That was amazing.
I'm evil.
What was the question?
Would you rather, even though it was amazing, you don't remember? Would you rather never get into a reading slump ever again, or be able to cast the movie adaptation? Like cast the
Be able to cast a movie adaptation.
Oh, okay.
100%.
yeah, me too.
Because like, listen, I feel like I know quite a bit of
Book
actors.
slumps suck, but you get out of them eventually.
Yeah, and you know when it's like if you were to cast,
You're always telling me who you think that someone should be in a movie.
yeah,
And I don't have any idea of any of them.
no, yeah, because I feel like I watch a lot of movies, I watch a lot of shows, I know a lot of people,
Mhm.
okay, and I'm always like having ideas of who it should be, and it's never them, and it's always so devastating. So I would 100% rather cast a movie to book adaptation. No, book to movie adaptation.
her. Would you rather meet your fave character or meet your favorite author?
My favorite character, obviously.
Yeah.
Like you're telling me, like, would you rather? Like, okay,
Would you rather?
would you rather? Like, would you rather? Like,
Because like the author's real.
yeah, and plus they're boring. What else? Like, I would
They did nothing. What did they do?
like I would 100% rather meet, like, name anyone like Kenji. Like, just like naming someone off the top. of my
That
head.
would be life changing.
I would fall
Yeah.
in love and
No,
just on
I'm
the
alre-
ground.
Just on the
chair-
ground.
The chair is so squeaky.
Would you rather have hardcovers or paperbacks?
Paperbacks.
Yeah, me too.
For the
Moving on.
longest,
We're
for the
like,
longest
that
time,
was so
I
easy.
for the longest time I used to say hardcovers because, in my opinion, I feel like hardcovers look prettier. I think
Yeah.
hardcovers look prettier.
And sometimes they'll have like a pretty little design. Hold on, I'm cold. Sometimes they'll have like a pretty little design,
And
like
they're-
ballad,
yeah,
wherever that is.
like when you take off the book sleeve, like on the actual cover.
Mhm.
And also, what was I gonna say? It's easier to annotate,
Yes.
but paperback it's more comfortable to read.
Yeah, I'd rather a paperback,
But-
but only if it's
yeah.
floppy.
I don't really care that much about the floppy.
Whatever. Okay. Would you rather read one or multiple books at a time?
One.
Yeah.
I can't stand the people that read multiple books at a time.
Okay.
Sorry, is that one of you? Is that you? Is that one of you?
No, just like is that one of me? No, just like sometimes, like
I don't know.
accidentally. Sometimes
I feel like if you do that, are you really reading? Like, how do you not get mixed up? Like, well, that's 'cause I feel like
I
don't want to say like how do you not get mixed up because you should be reading two different like books. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like I just like forget. I don't know.
I do it every now and then. Sometimes it's accidentally. I don't know.
How?
I don't know. Okay. Would you rather read the first books in a series without the rest out yet, or just wait, like bear the temptation and wait until they're all out?
I think I would just. Well, listen. I haven't had to wait. You have. You have had
5
to go-
months.
You.
I'm sorry. I'm never gonna recover for that. That was
You have.
evil of what's her face, Stephanie Meyer or
Garber.
Garber. No, yeah.
Listen, because I'm thinking
Mm.
the most I've like ever. Well, listen.
We're listening.
No, it's 'cause, like, I've never had to wait for anything. So I can't say. But
Yeah.
really, knowing me, I'm super impatient. So I probably just read it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I've had to wait for was Ballads becoming a
I feel
movie.
like I am like practiced in the area of waiting now.
Mhm.
Nothing will ever
Nothing will ever
be
phase
as
her.
bad as that. No, yeah. I can't. But I will say that Powerless, what is it? Lauren Roberts? Why do I want to say Lauren Roberts? Is it
I
really?
think that is her name.
Powerless, right there. Yeah, by Lauren Roberts. That's like blowing up, or at least it was.
Mhm.
Everyone like loved it because I think Sarah Caroli started that. She read it and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I love it," and then everyone else read it. But it kind of died down, so now I'm like not as excited to read it. But it was killing me. But it's gonna be a freaking trilogy, and the second one doesn't come out until like next year, I think.
It's like, you know, Lightlark, that one book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like the heart on the cover or something. Okay. Would
People
you
actually came out to say that that book actually wasn't that good, though. Like, after the hype died down.
Yeah.
I almost bought it. Then I didn't.
This is just for funsies. Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf? So like, well, you don't really understand because you don't really understand. But
Okay,
would you
but,
rather?
like, I'm not completely oblivious when it comes to Twilight.
Because you said that you watched the movies, but then you were like, "Oh, I thought they were the same person." Would you rather be a Cullen, so like a vampire, part of Edward's fam, or I can't pronounce that, a werewolf, part of Jacob's?
I'd want to be a vampire.
Why, dude? They're fine.
I'd want to be a vampire.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't want to.
I'd want to be a vampire.
Okay.
Okay, listen.
Who wants to be like a
Who
werewolf?
would
They're
wanna be a
hairy.
furry?
They're hairy and they're smelly.
And plus, and listen, I'm just going completely off the Vampire Diaries because I just started watching the Vampire Diaries, and bro, those vampires were fun, man.
Dude, one of the like side effects, at least in Twilight, of becoming a vampire is like immediate yassification. Like have y'all seen Bella's transformation? I saw her transformation like clip from Breaking Dawn. I think it's part 1 or something, and she like immediate yassification, like a smoky eye came out of nowhere. It was beautiful.
No, because again, I'm gonna use the Vampire Diaries as an example because that's the only vampire thing that I know. Like, listen, if you look at Damon Salvatore like in the 1800s before he became a vampire, and then you look at him now, like those abs, where'd they come from?
Yassification, I'm telling you. He didn't work out. You know he didn't work out.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
And then lastly for our Would You Rathers is
Sadly.
would you rather read the book first or movie first?
Listen, I'm not that type of person that cares. I
Oh,
know
really?
You are. And I was like, listen, half the books that are movies,
Mhm.
they're super popular movies that I just watched before I even read.
Yeah.
Like The Hunger Games, I watched those before. I read the books.
I did not know that about
Wait.
you.
I think it was just the first. No.
I did not know that about you. Oh, this changes everything.
No, yeah, I watched The Hunger because I specifically remember it was me and my sister. She showed them to me, and we were on the couch watching Mockingjay Part 2. I almost died.
So you knew what happened before you read them. That is crazy. That's why I cried at the end of Catching Fire. Because I didn't know what was going to happen. Fake fan. I'm kidding. I'm not
Who read Ballads first? Who read it right when it came out? Not you.
Me.
No.
Yes, I did.
You waited like years. Because you're like, I don't want to read about Coriolanus Snow. Okay. Fake. Anyways, moving on.
Whatever.
Why can I not see?
Okay.
Show must go on.
Unpopular book opinions or book icks.
Book X.
Okay. So it's just kind of like, do you agree with
Do
them
I
or
agree
not?
with these book X?
Okay. Movie covers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Despise.
Mhm.
Despise. Because listen, no matter. Yeah.
Except for the summer term pretty covers, I think they're pretty. Have you seen the movie ones? They're like far away running on the beach. I think those are cute.
Listen, I already. You know my book ick? The summer I turned pretty. Sorry. That's my book ick. I can't get
No,
over
but like
it.
subjectively, like not like thinking
No.
of the content.
No,
inside. It's just pretty.
No. Mm-mm.
Like the Six of Crows one is ugly. Have you
Shadow
seen
and
it?
Bone, you mean?
No, Six of Crows.
Six of Crows?
The movie cover one. It's just like their face, like just their noses.
Isn't it Shadow and Bone?
No, both of them did it.
Oh.
But Shadow and Bone, you see their whole faces.
Okay.
Okay. Step sibling dating trope.
Well,
It's like they're like, no, but it's fine because we're not actually like brother and sister. Be so for real. You are. You're just gonna have to live with the fact
I
that
read something like that.
no.
Well, listen, because in the Mortal Instruments, they're not actually siblings.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Okay, listen. Everyone watched that movie, and like still to this day, because like when Stranger Things like 4, I don't know what season they're on anymore. When that came out, and like Jamie Campbell Bower and he was in it, everyone started watching the movies that he was in because they're like, oh, he's so fine, and everyone started watching the Mortal Instruments, and they were like, oh my gosh, it's so good. They were like, and now like every time that like people start talking about like the book, and they're like, oh, they're so cute together, and everyone in the comments is like, they're siblings. You're so weird. No, just read the books, and you know that they're not actually siblings.
Yeah.
So actually, nah.
Not a fave.
For the first 3 books of the Mortal Instruments, 3 of 6, I'm telling you,
That's
3 of
crazy.
6, we thought that they were siblings. Did I ship them? Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay. Miscommunication trope. Is that like? Is that like a what is it called?
Well, I've
Like
never
a
really read a
figures?
book with miscommunication. Actually, low-key, Tristan 4. We're hardcore miscommunication.
About what? Look what they do.
I don't know. They were just always fighting for like the most. Do you? I always remember that. They were
Because
fighting.
in my head, he's a grown man and she is a child.
I think it's 'cause they-
No.
Well, I think it's because I'm thinking of the movie, and Theo James looks like he's like 37, and the Shining Lily looks like she's 12. So, but listen, I feel like, well, what is miscommunication? Like, I don't know. I'm neutral on that one.
Yeah, it's not like a personal
It's not like it's like
peeve of mine.
if I hear it, like I'm not gonna like have a seizure, or if I read it, I'm not gonna like cry. But like, I don't know.
I'm not gonna be like, why did you do this to me? Oh, he was an adult and she was 16 years
Okay,
old.
listen. Oh, 14, 4 years apart.
4 years apart? He was 18. 2 years apart, babe.
Oh my god.
That was crazy.
Okay.
So basically, I just looked it up. Triss is 16 years old in the first movie, and Tobias, is 18 years old.
Listen, I have
Which, like, is only 2 years apart, but he does definitely act more mature than she does.
I have a confession.
Mm.
If it's 2 years apart, why do people freak out about it?
I'm not freaking out.
No,
about
because
it.
like I feel like people automatically when they're like, oh, like for example, like that person's like 18, and then there's like a 17-year-old. They're like, oop,
2 years.
it's
is
a
not
year
bad.
apart.
Because then once that person turns 18 and that person turns 19, everyone's like,
yeah, like not necessarily. I'm sorry.
real people. Okay, this kind of goes with like the movie covers, but like real people on covers. And by this I mean like cartoon people,
What do you mean?
like on romance covers.
Wait, like real people?
Oh my gosh, no, like this. The selection covers are the worst covers that I've seen in my life.
Listen, I just strongly
It's
believe.
just telling you in your face, this is how you will picture them.
I just strongly believe that no matter cartoon or real people, they should not. Listen, the only times that I do really love people on covers is the Shadowhunter books. Those books, the covers are gorgeous.
No, because it's like art.
Yeah.
I don't, like, it's not a face. Like,
It's like a
every
realistic
single one of
art.
these selection covers are just like them twirling in gowns.
No, yeah, but like, or like, you know, like the love hypothesis.
Yes.
Whatever it is? Yeah, I just hate it. I just hate romance.
Yep.
Classical romance. Hate it.
The enemies become lovers within the first 50 pages.
There's not even enemies and lovers. That's just like a strangers to friends at that point. I'm sorry. How can you become from an enemy to like a lover and like? Well, it depends. Is it 50 pages like in the span of like a week at most?
No, just like 50 pages. Like, I feel like even if they're like, because then it's like, if it is a week, they're like, this was a week.
Yeah, it goes way too quickly. No, yeah, no. Ick. Bye.
When people fold their books in half so that they're reading from one page. I do that all the
I know
time.
you do, and I hate it. I don't know why. Listen, I know a lot of people.
Give me a book.
It's recently been like said like all over like TikTok where it's like, oh, I hate the people that take care of their books too much, or they don't want anything. Like they don't want anything creased. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just taking care of this like $20 piece of like.
No, I take care of my books, but I love, there's something about this.
I take care of my books, proceeds to flip them.
No, there's something about this. Just holding it like this. No, like, this is how all the cool people hold it. Like Bella Swan.
Like, look. Sorry, I rolled my eyes a little bit.
No, valid. I don't like her, but I do that all the time, and I like it.
Next question.
You can read it. I can't.
When books are not floppy, I don't care. I really don't care if books are floppy or not.
Where is-
You can be floppy. You cannot be floppy. I don't care. I won't judge. Like, I will judge.
I will. When people crack spines.
Listen, I feel like I'm a person that I don't like it because I always like put up my books by like the spine, so you always see it.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people, again, on TikTok, people have been like, oh, people that take care of their books way too much, they probably don't like reading like to actually like it. They just like it for the aesthetic. No, I just like taking care of my books because they're pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, no, if you crack your spine, I'm not gonna like holler at you, but like I'm gonna be.
It depends what book. If it's like that book right there that says Alone,
Mhm.
I've serial killer cracked that spine, just because I wanted to, because I was like in the mood for it, and it's not like a book like a book. Like I would not crack my Hunger Games spine. Are you kidding me? It's just like it's like this little like whatever.
Speaking
It's
of-
a poem
sorry.
book.
So my Mortal Instruments books, they're kind of different.
Okay.
They like any little thing damages them so easily, right?
They're just like soft
They're
and
really paper.
bruisable.
They're like I know it's like paperback. These ones are actual paper though. Okay. And this was back when I wasn't like really big on reading. Like I was just like trying it out.
Mm-hmm.
That book looks like it's been through 2 world wars. Like it's been through.
Dang.
It's been through everything.
Oh.
And it sucks, man. Like
That sucks.
all of them get like they're so pretty, and then you just get to the first one, and it looks so bad. Because I think the second one also it's like a little damaged,
Mm.
but the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, those were taken care of. Those are my children. Like nah, yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's an ick for me.
Yeah, like
Cracking
again, I'm not gonna
spines.
holler at you. Like I'm not gonna be like, hey, no.
You don't crack. No, but you relax your spines.
Yeah, I found out a way where like you can like open the book.
Look
Without-
up, go to YouTube and look up relaxing a book spine.
Yeah, you just like get like a few pages and then just like slowly. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Search up what she said. I don't know.
Dog earring pages. It's not an ick for me. I don't care that much.
Well, listen.
I personally have never, but I would.
I
don't care that much.
I don't. I wouldn't, and you shouldn't. But if you do,
I don't, I wouldn't, and you shouldn't.
but if you do it, I'm not gonna be like, don't do that.
Okay.
It's just your personal preference. Like, but like, it does kind of give me like, I do kind of cringe a little bit. Like, it's a
Well,
visual-
but just like I
I don't
get mad when it's the like person that folds like the whole entire page in half.
That's not dog earring at that point. That's
But, like,
hot dog.
I'm not. Whatever.
I don't know. Just get a bookmark. Get a
Not-
sticky note.
Not an ick for me.
I just think it's like there's so many ways that you can avoid dog earring that it's like so annoying. It's like, oh, but I don't have a bookmark. Get literally anything: a paper, a sticky note, a receipt, a bookmark. I don't know.
Let me get you a bookmark.
I will. I own a lot of bookmarks. I'll get you one.
Okay, underlining, highlighting, or like writing in your books.
I don't mind writing. It's when it gets to the. I don't mind writing or underlining.
Mm-hmm.
It's when it gets to the highlighting. I think it's like, what's the point of that? Just underline it. I don't know. Listen, I feel like there's a certain point, like search up on Pinterest and like you go to like annotated books. I think, especially the ones on Pinterest, there's a point where I think it's too much. You're
People
underlining the whole
draw
page.
things in it.
Yeah,
I don't like when people draw things in their books.
Yeah.
Like, no, okay. Let me preface before we get even more feral that like you do what you want to do, but like
Feral.
this is just our opinions. Like writing, like I'll go like people will write like draw like little hearts.
Yeah.
and, like
I've done that.
Maybe little hearts, like little hearts.
I've done that.
It's like okay, but
when
then
I was reading Shatter Me, I
people
did
draw
that.
like full like
They'll be drawing like
animals, like no, but then like yeah, I underline my books sometimes.
yeah, I do too.
If I'm gonna annotate it, I'm gonna tab it and I'm gonna underline it.
No, yeah, but like there's people that literally highlight, and it's like the whole page too. So I'm like, is there anything like truly special about the page? Or are you just highlighting to highlight?
Highlighting doesn't bother me, and I might do that someday.
It kind of does to me. I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
Because you use your little sticky notes.
I use clear sticky notes.
You don't actually put it
because
on
I
the
don't
book.
want to actually write on my book.
Is that a nick of yours to like actually have it
No.
put on the book?
I just think that I'm like a real like freak about it, and like I know you do that. Like you don't use
Mhm.
sticky notes. I don't mind.
Okay,
I just get really scared. You know.
so like that's not a nick for me. It's not Nick for me.
It's not
When characters don't realize they said something out loud.
I
Like when
hate
they're like,
Did I
Did
say
I
that
say
out
that
loud? I hate it. I hate it. And
yeah, it's like they'll be like, I think that's ugly.
did I
Did I say that out loud?
Like,
I feel like
yes.
no, because there's not a ever, and never have I ever been like not realized that I said something. out
Yeah,
loud.
like how do you not? Like you
Not,
like,
like-
you have
like
to be capping
cognitively thought something
and
and
said
then
it
like
out loud.
and like not realize that I like put those words into the world. No. Ick.
Like, yeah.
When a character like stutters. Not like I'm not talking about like when they actually have a stutter. Cause like that's obviously not their fault. But like
When they just stuttered to
when they stutter to stutter. Or like when they're in like a scary situation and like
like like no. You know who did that a lot? Juliet Ferrars. Juliet Ferrars, when I catch you, stop stuttering. It's okay.
Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky.
Literally. No, because it was always in front
can't.
of Aaron too, like same. But
No, but I
No,
feel like
it's
I'm
like-
never scared enough to like actually stutter.
I don't think anyone like who's actually stutters one is like okay see 'cause I just stuttered. I think is that stuttering?
No. Stuttering's like the no.
I think I've done that, but like no, because like I'm scared.
Not
I'd be
'cause you
I
meant
like
to.
like
Not because you meant to, not because
Yeah.
you were doing it on purpose.
not because I'm scared or like I'm frightened.
Yeah.
I just do it because like I'm like
Mhm.
yeah, you know.
Ick.
You see?
Ick.
Whoa.
I'm just starting to say ick for when it is.
Ick.
The first 50 pages of the book.
Ick. I
Just
hate
about-
it. I hate it, man. Despise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I like world building.
I hate it. Especially fantasies. It's so bad.
Not an ick.
Ick.
Permanent stickers.
Ick.
Ick. Ick.
It's like when you go to-
ick.
It's like the Netflix ones. It's like, no, it's a show on Netflix.
Yeah, or it's like, oh my gosh, my Six of Crows one has
My
that.
Six of Crows one has it
Shut-
too.
In the Shadow and Bone TV show, they did that horribly. I'm sorry. Because they put both.
See? Another perfect example. If you make
They
a book
put-
series into a TV show, it's bad.
No, it's literally just because they put Six of Crows. They decided to, instead of giving Six of Crows its time to shine, they decided to put Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows
They
in the
overlapped it.
same.
One of us is lying, and I was like, now, like, go stream on Peacock. Like, no.
I'm not going.
I'm not going to. I started One of Us is Lying on Peacock. It sucked. The casting was also terrible. My man, Nate, I think that was his name. So ugly. It's so sad. And he was my man because he rides a motorcycle. Come on.
Even though Shadow and Bone, even though I knew that Shadow and Bone was going to be so bad, purely because of the
I'm so
casting.
sorry.
No,
Why
it's
did I
so
lie?
fine. I forgive you. Purely because of the casting, I knew that it was going to be horrible. And, like, you know, I went into it knowing that it was going to be horrible, but I was like, I cannot, like, because I would, like, judge it in front of people, and, like, that's my right. I can judge whatever I want. But I hadn't seen it. So I couldn't properly give them reasons. So I watched it. I did do that.
Your reason is that I read the book. That's your reason.
Yeah. Also, so like I'm that type of person, like I'll watch it even though I know it's gonna be horrible. And my sister makes fun of it all the time. I need to understand what people are talking about when they say that they like something so that I can refute their claim with a reason why.
Using
that
those
sucks.
vocabulary words.
Mhm. So what was it? What was it even? Oh, permanent stickers, ick. Okay. When authors try to be unique by naming their characters the hardest to pronounce names, I like it.
I don't. Because I can't pronounce it.
I can't pronounce it.
Like, what was it? Like, what was it? Delaloo?
You mean Delulu? Be so for real.
From Shatter Me. Whoa. Does anyone actually know his name?
I call him Delulu.
It's like Delaloo.
No, it's Delulu.
Delaloo?
It's Delulu. It's Delulu. Which like is kind of artsy-ish.
No!
But like you're a fake one if you did not call him Delulu.
Half the time, I was just like Delaloo.
Not even half the time. The whole time. No, but that's not Nick for me.
For me.
Cause I'll just like go with it. In Six of Crows, what's his name? I call him Kiwi, but his name's like QA. But like
Oh.
with a quick glance, it looks like it's Kiwi,
I'm
and so I
trying
just always called him Kiwi. From Dance of Thieves, Casimira. They just
Yeah.
call her Cassie though. So not Nick for me. Is that Nick for you?
Egg.
Okay. When two books in a series are completely different sizes or like heights.
I don't get that, man. I don't really care.
I know I have. No, it's an egg for me.
Yeah, no, that. Meh.
I hate it. Okay. When books have too many perspectives.
I don't like multi-perspective books already.
You don't like them? But like, what if you get like both characters? I think that's really cool. Like the love interest in the main character. In Vow of Thieves, you get Jace and Cassie, and it's amazing. Cause like sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I would kill for like the guy's POV right now. But then like when I get purely their POV, I get sick and tired of it. So I like the mix. But there is always gonna be that one POV that falls short.
See, that's what I'm saying, because there's always that one POV that you don't like and you don't want to read about.
In Six of Crows, you get all 6 POVs. It's like actually scary.
Oh,
Yeah, Matthias's POV.
I'd say half egg.
Oh, it's not Nick for me though. When a book has too many characters or like names that you have to remember.
Yes. The Inheritance Games was one of them.
Yeah.
there's-
Oh my.
That family tree goes wild. I think you said it. You're like, family reunions go
Family
hard.
Tree, no, because like
Family reunions are probably crazy.
and
with
like
the
half of them are
Hawthorns.
dead, but then like you don't realize that half of them are dead. It's just too much.
No, yeah, like the Hawthorns go crazy. Like their family reunions are probably wild. Like
No, that's crazy. And like none of them are like actually fully related. Like it's so
Yeah.
weird. They're all like half this, step that,
yeah, like the actual
adopted this.
half the Hawthorne brothers.
No, they
Who
all
even
have
are
the
you?
same mom but different brother or
Different.
different dad.
That's what I'm saying. It's like their step, like not
They're
real
half.
step. Half, not real.
But like I don't know, half ick. Okay, and then teenage girls falling for 500 plus mythical men. So
Me
Bella and Edward.
Oh,
Edward is 108 years old, and Bella is a 17-year-old girl.
okay, but it's fine because it's like
Because they're mythical,
yeah.
so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So that's the end of this part 1 of end of the year book wrap up. That's what we're gonna call it. So we hope you guys enjoyed
You were slightly
it.
entertained.
We hope you guys enjoyed us bantering over books. We hope you guys enjoyed our bookish banter.
I hope you enjoyed.
And this is it. Bye.
I hate you.